Morning, it's Friday the 10th of September 2021 and I am Linda, the lady of Lady and the Frogs, and today I am going to be listing all of this. There's about 150 items plus some other sundry bits here. I went hell for leather because we had, well, I'm sure we had a sort of like mini heat wave, and we had 2 days where it was really boiling hot and therefore good sunlight. So I utilised the natural light and I went crazy, cleared all my boxes, sorted out my stuff, did stain removal, did stuff which I just will not be listing because the stains that will not come out there, got rid of them, various other things, sorted through boxes, ironed, photographed, and now they're waiting to be listed. So I'm going to be listing today. I was considering just starting straight away because it's 8:30 now, but then I just thought, you know, let's just get this post out of the way and then I can just sit here all day and do it. I was going to like wait until I'd accumulated a few more things that were paid for and then come back and do a workout, and then I just thought, no, let's not break the day up, let's get these things gone. So I've only got 4 things here to pay for. I've got other things that are waiting to be paid for, but you know, sometimes people are just hard work, aren't they? This I've picked up for £5 when I was on one of my other trips. So that's another reason I want to get all this stuff listed, so I'll actually start sourcing again properly and having sort of, you know, proper sessions out. But I need to get control of things and I really do need to start making some money. So this is Joe Brown's, quite a cool print. Salvation Army I think has these. They seem to have a lot of new with tags Joe Brown stuff. I had an insulting message while I was somebody like said, this shirt is not worth any more than £15. I had it on for 25. That I got 22 for. But they sent me a message saying that it was covered in dog hairs. You know, which has really made me question myself. I know that it has got something on it because it was next to a mohair jumper in my bag when I picked it up. So I know that it's got a few stray things on it, but it certainly ain't dog hairs. So, you know, why would I want to do a deal with that person? So I declined that, and then of course it's sort of like bumped up the list a bit, so then somebody else had sent me a reasonable offer without insulting me about hair. This I've sold for 25. This is Reese. I've had it for quite a while. Well, not that long actually, but you know, just a decent sale. 25 quid's what I want. This is something, I mean, Gant is one of these brands which I probably won't be picking up going forward because it's garbage. I've had this for ages. You would think that because it was 2XL it would have sold ages ago, but it just hasn't. I had that on auction, it's gone for a £5. That's crap. And then I've got these mint velvet jeans. Somebody sent me an offer of 20, which I've accepted. I do like these ones, even though they're fake pockets that have these things. It reminds me of some of the jeans they used to have when I was younger. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get these things in the post, because who the hell knows if it is going to actually rain later, because you just don't know. We went out to Brewdog for sort of like food, which I'm finding having food in restaurants a right pain in the arse, because they all have these QR codes on the table. You have to scan them, not for the NHS app, to order your food, because nobody seems to do table service anymore. You know, one of the restaurants we went in didn't even have printed menus, because you just had to bring it up on your phone. So I don't know, and then we had to order via the app and it was just like, no, this is just sapping the fun out of it. I don't want to have to download an app every time I go to a restaurant. You know, another app. It's just a swindle. So then you have the app on your phone and then you think, oh, let's just get some takeaway. No. So that was okay. So we went out because it was like the last of the weather, and then it was boiling hot and fine all day yesterday. Really nice weather. Could have done more washing. More washing. Who am I? But do you know, it's just like, I'm going to go now because it's not raining. Do my post now because I just don't even know when it is ever going to rain, because it's all just a mystery as to whether the weather forecast is the truth or lies. There's no reason why they couldn't tell you the correct weather, because we've got, you know, we've got more than one satellite now flying around the Earth. And I think they're quite comprehensive in their abilities to tell what's actually going on with the weather. But they always seem to get it wrong. So I suspect that there probably isn't going to be a heat wave this weekend in Manchester, because park life is on. And even if you're in the middle of a heat wave and park life is on, it becomes a tragedy. So I don't live near Heaton Park, thankfully. But it's always crazy when it's that. I'm trying to work out whether I can get this into large letter, which I think I can if I do a better job of folding. So I'm going to do this post and then I'm just going to lay it into listing, because the other thing is I just want this carpet clear, my little rug here. This is some stuff which is listed, and then I know to put it away, because that's what I want to do, is I want to get it put away so that it's not like heaped up everywhere, and then I can start tackling the other bits that I've got, because I have got a fair amount of stuff. And yeah, I'm sure we're not going to go into a lockdown. Well, we probably will, won't we? Who cares anymore? I am not going to get worries about sourcing in case we go into a lockdown, because I've made an awful lot of bad choices because of lockdown, i.e. all the Sainsbury's 2 stuff that I've got. But saying that, I have discovered how good Lego is. So, you know, if we have a lockdown, I'll just carry on with my Lego sourcing. So I'm not going to get all het up with that. I am just going to carry on clearing what I've got, do my tax return, which I still haven't blinking well done. And then other stuff like, well, I need to make money rather than go out and spend money on sourcing more stuff. The managing agents, this is another reason why, you know, I was moaning about this apartment. We have to pay money to management agents who don't really do anything. They just put their hand, they just always begging you for money. And I thought I was settled with it. I was paying it. I'd settled what I'd owed so that I could just pay monthly instalments of £110. And I know I cleared all of that, because I cleared the debit of it, and I had 9 months left, and I'd left it at 990, so I could pay 110 for the last 9 months of the year. But then the banks were closed. Well, no, it was just hard work getting anywhere, and they didn't even have any staff at the bank. So I thought I'd set up a direct debit, a standing order, but I didn't apparently do it right. So I went on to settle the rest of it and set up this standing order properly, and they've dumped a load more costs onto my account with no explanation. So I'm just so angry with it. This is another one of these big reasons. Don't ever, you know, the thing is, it's not just about being in an apartment, because this can happen to people who buy houses. But if they're leased, you end up with a management agent who has no body that controls them. We're supposed to have annual meetings in which to discuss things, but that never happens. And then yesterday when I left, they'd left this damn thing on the thing. So now they're building bike shelters, which nobody asked for, because they have had no meetings. Nobody's able to discuss the actual need for bike shelters. This means they're probably going to chop down a load of the trees and nice landscaping that we've got here, because there is nowhere else. Apparently we're getting a shed for 10 bikes. But I've worked in construction. I know that this won't be cheap. And it's just a fucking waste of money. And it's really pissed me off. And the fact that you're not able to discuss it, it just really hacks me off. And last week they sent us another thing about, they'd sent some person round to like do a fire coordination check or whatever. And then the letter that summarised that said basically that we need to do what they did at Grenfell and just sit in, if there's a fire, sit in your apartment and wait to die, because they've been built to withstand a fire. Well, no, they haven't, because I can smell the dope downstairs that my neighbours smoke. There's cracks everywhere. You can hear conversation. It's like this morning I thought I had a leak, but that was just the neighbour having a shower. I don't know what she's doing up at 7 a.m, but you know, it would be the worst case scenario. It's only a building of 10 people with 10 apartments. We could evacuate, but if they say you've got to evacuate, then they've got to put an evacuation area up, which probably means, you know, making more outstanding. But there is absolutely no way that I am going to sit in here and wait to die. And I haven't even mentioned anything about the flammable cladding, which is blatantly on the outside of the building. So it's just riled me up. And then the rest of it was about, we're limiting our liability for homeowners who've done this, that and the other, who don't follow fire rules. So yeah, it's just annoyed me, because I just think, well, you know, there's no explanation for the money that you want off me, and there's no chance to discuss it with anybody. And as the residents never get to sit together and say, these are the issues that we have in the building that need tackling. Nobody has ever said, let's get bicycles, let's get bicycle sheds. This is just saying that they don't want people bringing them up and down the stairs because it's damaged the walls, which I don't believe for 5 minutes. I think I've seen one bicycle here, but that person's moved out. And if I had a bicycle, I would bring it up the stairs and I would keep it on my balcony. I wouldn't keep it in an open shed. No. So anyway, I've got to get all this stuff listed so that I can pay for something which I have no idea what the hell I'm paying for. I did shoot off a very angry email yesterday. So let's see what the Bint has got to say about that. I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, due to COVID. And my answer to that is, well, COVID didn't happen in 2016, 17, 18, 19. Well, it did technically, but we didn't feel it until 2020. So that's 4 years of no meetings. So there ain't no fucking explanation for that. I just hate the fact that COVID is now a really good argument for everything not happening as it's supposed to. Right, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you how many I've listed, because, you know, me ranting and raving ain't going to help. But me ranting and raving and not listing ain't going to help me get out of this, you know, stupid living situation that I'm in. It's Monday morning and this is a load of stock which I have listed over the weekend and Friday, which I'm going to have to put away. I'm going to put it away while I pull my stock which is sold today. This is something that I've listed over the weekend. I think it only went live yesterday and it sold overnight. So these I picked up for £1.50. So they're Uniqlo jeans. I didn't even know at the time, but they were salvage. So £1.50 I spent on them and I got £30 for them. So I'm going to stick all this in my boxes while I pull what I've done. I did do this yesterday, which, you know, it looks great, doesn't it? But, oh dear. Oh, hang on. Oh, well, that's only 2 pieces. Oh no. So this one's a fail. Obviously, I'm not going to list that with pieces missing because What kind of knobhead wants a t-shirt? A t-shirt? whether I've got no pieces in my jigsaw t-shirt. Hello! So, yes, hello. It is, yes, Monday. I have put my stock away now, so carpet is clear. Put our stupid jigsaw away. How annoying. So, these are all pretty rubbish sales here. I started with 10 and then somebody said to me, I need to cancel this because I didn't realise that this was a size 8, not a size 10, which I seem to keep getting a lot of about that because reading is now, it's an uncommon thing. So people don't learn how to read and just think how bad that's going to be in another 20 years' time when all the lockdown kids emerge. So, this is probably got best sale because that's the £30 one, which is like sold within a day. You know, £1.50, so good return. Then I have this Lego set here, which you can't see a bloody thing of. So it is that. So this has come with a job lot, which I could easily get my money back on if I actually bothered to put the castle together, but I haven't done that yet because I'm a moron. But £28 for that. Then I've sold 3 of these, which are just from my cereal. So I've got £4.99 for that. And this is going to Australia, so I need to pack this a bit better. So these have done really well. It is some vintage windows and tiles, which I seem to have loads of these vintage windows, and I didn't think that I was going to do that well with them. I thought that they might stick around for ages. I've been so surprised that my basic brick sets are the things that I'm left with, but my vintage building bundles like that with just these really like basic windows, which I always seem to get loads of, and tiles and things, just stuff that I'm absolutely overrun with. I've got one left of that set, a similar type. They're not, none of them are identical. So a very similar set to that. I've got one of them left, and all of the wheel bundles that I did, and I think I did about 10 car bases and wheels and other things. They've all flown out of the door. So I'm going to have to do some more of them, and I've got lots of Lego to do that with, so that isn't going to be a problem at all. And they've paid, I think they've paid an extra 20 to send that to Australia. So there you go. So other things that I have sold. Somebody was bartering with me on this, and then I just thought, oh, I don't know why I'm messing around on this, because of all the Sainsbury's 2 stuff which I have. I know that this one was £1, because this wasn't sourced by me, it was sourced by my husband while I was still laying on the sofa in December trying to recover from COVID. And he came back and he picked this up for £1. So I've got 11 for that. It is very Christmassy, so I probably could have hung about with that, but you know, what's the point? Now this has done my head in this morning because I couldn't find it. For some reason I'd folded it all up the other way and I was looking for velvet. I have 2 of these, one in purple and one in blue. This one's the blue one, although it now looks like the purple one. So, who even knows? £15 for this. Where did this come from? I think this is from a wretched car boot sale back in the dawn of time. We had this like nice car boot sale which was like up the road, but it's not really been a, they haven't let it happen again since COVID. This I've let go for cheap. I think I let it go for 9 because I know it's got a mark on it. A mark which I could not get out, which isn't very obvious, but it's still been around for ages. It's Banana Republic. The stuff you see in front of me is a prime example of brands that I like. I like Banana Republic. And I also like this. Anything that I like will go out of business. So Warehouse, obviously out of business. I really thought this might sell a bit faster because I think it's a really cool thing, but that's been on auction. So that went for £10. And then this I've let go for £9. Even though it's one of the really nice ones, it's got terrible pit stains. So I hope that they have read that it's got pit stains. You can't see them. I have photographed them as best I could. But a Ted Baker, yeah, so, you know, this is Dross, which is going out of the way. And he's not being sold, but he's, you know, he's cute. So I'm going to pack all that up and I'm going to carry on listing because I have still got a big pile. I've actually counted how much is there because I went through my photos and I was making more drafts, and there is literally 150 things there. There's some mugs and books on the other side, which I'm going to do first. That's how I know how many I'd got, because I was going right to the end of my photos. So that's all I'm going to do today, is crack on with that. I'll probably draw a line under this vlog. I listed, so Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I've listed about 40 over those 3 days. I didn't work yesterday, so it was just Friday and Saturday, which I've done 20 a day, which probably isn't as good as it could be. So I'm going to really push myself to get through that, but I'll let you know in my next vlog. I'm going to put this on. I've got to go and find light bulbs, because we've got 3 light bulbs which are out, one of which is in the bathroom, which is really annoying because it's like the centre, so we really need that one on. But of course I'm at this point where I'm like, is it bayonet or screwnet? Screwnet? The Skynet. Yeah, Skynet has become self-aware in here because we've had 3 light bulbs blow in the space of a day. Yeah, so I don't know that we've got the right light bulbs, so I'm just going to take a detour and grab some light bulbs. And I've also got a parcel which was delivered to me, which just said 49 on it. And that was about the only similarity between their address and my address, because it ain't a package for me. So I'm going to do the right thing and take that parcel back to the sorting office, I think. So I'm not going to be getting on with listing until probably about 11:30. So I'm going to get on with this post and draw the line under today's vlog, which was actually Friday's vlog. And thank you for watching, and I'll be back. Oh, keep busting.